Hi everyone, my name's Steve and I'm going to be helping with the pollinator garden at Yorkview, and I am Kaylin's dad. Some of you might know Kaylin from school. And I'm going to talk a little bit about my garden and how much I love gardening and some of the things that I do, including growing worms to help my garden. So this is my little rain garden, and one of the cool things about this little rain garden is Kaylin and Big Bluey and Lexi like to walk around in it to explore some of the different plants that I plant in here. But all of these different plants can help little bits and pieces of biodiversity in my neighborhood. So by having plants that are flowering, and especially native plants, we make habitat for things like pollinators, which are like butterflies and moths and bees and wasps and all kinds of other things like that. So this is just my little garden that I wanted to show you, and hopefully some of the gardens, or the garden that we help you with at Yorkview, is going to look something like this in a year. So one of the things that's really important to get plants to grow in the soils that we have in our yards is to make the soil really good and healthy. And so one of the things that I have in my house is something called a vermicomposter. And vermi means worm, and composter means making compost. And what that is all kinds of broken down bits and pieces of plant material. So it looks pretty gross, but in here I have thousands and thousands of worms that I use to break down things like old bananas, pieces of paper towel, pieces of cardboard, avocado skins, onion skins, apples, all kinds of fruit, so mostly plants and stuff like that. And what you can see, when the worms break it down, they make all of this beautiful soil that we can put into the ground, which makes the soil so much healthier. So you might be able to see some of the worms if I gently dig them up here. You'll be able to see some of them that are wriggling around in all of that compost. So even though it looks gross, this is so healthy for the soil and helps our plants out. And so I have this little bin, and I keep it in my basement. It has a few fruit flies and stuff like that, and maybe a bit of mold and whatnot. Yeah, kind of gross, but definitely does a good job making the soil nice and healthy for the plants that I grow. So thank you everyone for listening, and it's been great to do a little introduction video, and very excited to help with your pollinator garden, and hopefully we'll get to chat with you soon. Bye for now.
Thank you.